What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I am back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Rise from the DoD clan. His name is Joe's opponent today in the red color, playing as Oranos, also from the DoD clan. His name is Shelty. This is the finals of the RTS-Sanctuary Christmas tournament. It is a best of 7, and we're currently in game number 6. It's 3 games for Joe, 2 games for Shelty. Since Shelty has changed to Oranos, he's had some serious success. Let's see if he can keep it up this game. Joe's been changing around his god, trying to shake things up, picking Ra this game, looking a little bit unfortunate in this opening map spawn on the map Ghost Lake. Not really spotting those Aurochs straight away, but not grabbing that granary straight away, so he's able to get that one up. Without any real wasted villager gather time there or like building time. So he's going to be totally fine there, finding his Auroch. Everything is good. But the real question is, can Shelty keep this up with his Oranos play against Ra? Ra's one of those gods with some just really disgusting economic ability. With Rain, with Shadoof, he has all the tools to really do damage, especially getting to that early Mythic Age with Son of Osiris, where Atlantean has very little. They had very little they can do against the Son of Osiris, even until they get an Arcus Ball. So until they get the Arcus Ball, they can't really deal with that Son of Osiris. And most Oranos players go pretty heavy on the Terma. So getting the Arcus Ball by the time Son of Osiris comes out is generally a little bit too late. So we'll see what Shelty goes for and what Joe goes for here. His map layout's a little bit bad. If I was Joe on this map, I would be videoing this one, especially with that initial scout, seeing this gold mine exposed here, not seeing another gold mine over here, which means the next best gold mine is over here. It is kind of in range of the town center over here, so you may be able to get it, but getting to this location just may be too much of an ask there, and it looks like this is going to come down to whether or not Joe reacts to having poor gold, second gold, and maybe goes for a one town center classical fight and tries to be aggressive and change the way the game is played, or if Joe doesn't realize this and will succumb to Shelty's Oranos aggression. Essentially, if I'm Shelty here and I see this map, if I notice how this is going to go, I'm going to chuck both of my oracles over near these town centers, both of them, so I can see if there's any resources close to them. If I do see that, I'm going to go, all right, stay in one town center, and I'm going hard on that gold starve and see if you can manage that to happen there. Or even another option would be if he sees the gold mine in front, which it is, you can go for a fast second town center of his own, and then go hard on that second gold mine without going for that third town center. So we'll see if that's what he chooses to do and see how he goes. We see a very aggressive Oracle Scout here. I'm pretty sure that's not where he wants it, so he's going to be moving that one away, which is going to be totally fine. On the other hand, Joe, like I said, can shake things up here. If I'm Joe, I'm going double Monument Classical Age into Sphinx Spears if I see this map. If I go Sphinx Spears, that's Bast Sphinxes. You can't get Sphinx anywhere else. But I'm thinking I got to defend against this gold mine. The best way to do that is with an Eclipse, with Sphinx and Spears, and then really pile on the food and hit a very early heroic age, maybe 12 minutes. Can transition into mummies from there, get a bunch of those Beerman upgrades, or you can go Horus as well and go for some sort of if you don't have to fight, if you can put enough pressure on with the Sphinx, because what you do with the Sphinx is you send them off to raid. You don't leave them at home. You send them off to raid. It's very difficult for Oranos to deal with that. They have to send their hero Terma after them, and generally speaking, you can just outrun those. As soon as they catch up to the Sphinx, you just run them away and you're totally fine. They can't hit them. They move too fast. You get the upgrades to Cryo Sphinx or Cryo Sphinx. I can't actually pronounce it, but you get those two things. We don't see that second monument though, so it's not what Joe's going to do. But if he went for that strategy, I feel like you'd be in a better situation to grab that second gold mine. But I might be wrong here. Joe can show us something that he's been working on with Ra in order to deal with these poor map spawns. I guess it's not a poor map spawn. It's just these sorts of map spawns where you don't have a safe second gold mine. Which you shouldn't have to rely on a safe second gold mine to be functional with God, which is kind of why Ra was the sleeper overpowered for so long, because he had no real way to get that second gold mine that was discovered. I feel like Ra's in a good spot now, though, because of all the research that's been done in him, and he's really been developed. We are seeing Prometheus is coming through for Shelty here, and Joe's going through that standard tar. I do see him want 10 villages on gold, so he's definitely going for a early second town center. Going to be grabbing this town center. We'll see if he does manage to be able to do that or not. It can be difficult, especially against maybe 3 Oracle Scouts or early Promethean with a couple of Terma coming out super fast. But generally speaking, Egyptian can get this town center up fast enough before the pressure comes on. But we'll see if Shelty can put anything on there and see what he can do. He does have that standard 3 food, 2 wood, 2 gold that we see these Oranos players going for nowadays, which means he's going to throw up barracks, military barracks, and a counter barracks, both from his gold mine. Delete that Promethean so he gets Promethean offspring in order to get him an extra speed boost, and he's going to move that guy away. We also see this goat separation, which I like, but I feel like it could be more extreme. Send 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, just out of range. So you're only going to lose 2 goats, and you do that all the way around your base. And it should be fine there, but he's really asking for 3 goats to get shifted if he gets into a position where that is the option there. We do see that Joe has hit the classical age through tar there, but it looks like no second town center just yet, so I'm completely wrong about what's going on here. He's not going for that second town center. That priest is out here already defending it with those food villages, but it looks like moving the villages back here now, maybe back into the base to go onto goat. Maybe he's gone for a fast heroic or fast mythic maybe, which is totally an option. Go for that fast mythic. We do see an armories coming up. If you go for a fast mythic, you do get access to that super early Son of Osiris, but you still need to have units to defend against that. And we are going to pick up a couple of these Promethean offsprings. Those villages going to be doing some work there, but they need to get back onto the food. We see a couple of villages going onto wood, so I'm still confused about what's going on here. Joe is not making sense with his economy at all. The armory is going to go up. It's going to be late. He's going to be late to getting Shadoof as well. He's chucking up a second monument late as well. All of this stuff is late. So I'm not sure if this is just not enough preparation into this game and not really coming up with a really solid in-sync build order. But we do see that the units are out for Shelty. He's going to be spotting that there's no town center going up and potentially going to go for his own second town center super early when he notices the armory, which I think he did see. If we check the fog of war, he has not seen the armory. So he doesn't know what's going on just yet, but he should have some... Don't mind me, I'm just dying. He should have some idea of what's going on when he sees no second town center going up. He should have the idea of a fast heroic coming out, and we'll see what happens there. It looks like Joe's completely delaying farms, maybe until he gets Shadoof. He still needs to get 150 wood, and then he's going to be able to create those farms and then build use the rain god power. Looks like he's spamming something here. I'm not sure what it exactly was. Maybe crenellations? No. Oh, he's getting husbandry. Okay. Definitely husbandry is good. I feel like maybe Joe, not really used to Ra. If you want to do this strategy, you can very easily, with the resources that he gathered, very easily get to the heroic age at the 8-minute mark with pickaxe, with hand axe, with Shadoof, and then create your farms in order to go for that fast mythic. But it looks like it might be just a little bit of wacky build order here. So we'll see what he does come up with. Yeah, it's kind of all down to Shelty at this point to see what he can do in response. He's grabbing that second town center, which is generally the response to a fast heroic. You can grab the second town center so that you can keep spamming units. Staying in the classical age is totally an option against the fast heroic. One other option he could do as well, if he sniffs out a fast mythic, in essence, if he expects a fast mythic, you can go fast heroic yourself and then spam Arcus. It kind of works, but maybe it's a bit slow. I haven't actually seen anyone try it, but it's an option there. You can get destroyers and Arcus out. It's very, as I said, it's very slow, but you can deal with that Son of Osiris a little bit easier. So we'll see what happens there. I guess the other option is you just get an army ball and you try and catch the Son of Osiris out. If you can surround him, he dies very quickly. If he's not surrounded, very difficult to kill him. We are seeing those farms coming out now for Joe. Joe is sending a lot of villagers over that gold mine. That gold mine's going to expire super quickly. I have no idea what's going on here with Joe. I feel like Joe maybe is just throwing in a little... I can't explain it. It's a little bit disgusting, to say the least. These are not good build orders at all. If you're watching this to learn anything from the early game, definitely don't follow this build from Joe. But Shelty making the right choices here. He's moving in with this army, going to be trying to pick off the villagers inside the base, causing a little bit of harassment there. Joe does have enough resources to be on wood. He doesn't really need to be grabbing that wood anymore. Does manage to save the Pharaoh though, so that's a nice win there for Joe. But taking that damage is a bit of an issue because it means he has to re-heal Pharaoh. It's about a minute of re-healing there. He is casting rain, so that's going to be enough food to advance. He needs to get that Pharaoh back onto the town center ASAP though. That's not good right there. Not having the Pharaoh empowering and then garrisoning your villages. You use the bell there. Very slow, very slow. We do see that the population is 38 for Joe to Shelty's 90. That is huge, huge advantage there for Shelty on the population, and he's going to keep on spamming those guys as much as he possibly can. We have finally seen that Joe's managed to grab that Pharaoh to be empowering there. He's going through Hathor as well. The other option for Joe at this point is to stay in the heroic age. I guess if he stays on the heroic age, he can build a bunch of Pastusios. I can't say that. Could build a lot of those. It's very difficult for your opponent to kill them, like I say. Going to be picking off that Pharaoh as well. Not enough reactions there, which is funny. You should be able to garrison that Pharaoh in if you got nothing else to do, which kind of looks like he did. You can actually, if you garrison the Pharaoh in while arrows are firing in the air, he dodges all damage. It's one of those things that people comment on. If you had an AI playing this game that had like infinite APM, they could track the distance that the trajectory of the arrows flying through the air to see which unit gets targeted by it, and then they could garrison each unit into like a siege tower or a building or something, and just like in essence have an invincible army against archers, which would just be incredibly insane. And then they just like would have a automatic ungarrison as well. So that's a little bit of funny stuff there. We do see that the gold mine is gone. Migdal Stronghold is going to be going down straight away. No market yet. So Joe's going to have to be thinking about grabbing potentially Skin of the Rhino. He needs to grab a second gold mine. He's going to be sending this rock out as a scout. We are seeing that the army of Shelty is seeing the Migdal Stronghold going up. But there's so many resources in the bank for Joe at this point. So he can just mine wood at this point and spam units and make 1,400 gold worth of army there. And then potentially move out and get something. He can't really spend any of those resources on Pastusios because they cost gold, and he didn't get those Sphinx either. It's a nice shockwave there. Managing to pick off that Pastusios there, but all of these guys are taking quite a bit of damage, so they're going to have to get out of there. That's a nice win there for Joe. Managing to pick off a bunch of those Terma for free, or at least damage them. We do see that cavalry coming out as well as the chariot archers. This is an army that is way too strong for in general. It's just way too strong for the Atlantean. The Atlantean army is way too strong for the Egyptian army there. So we are seeing the market is coming there, and we do see Osiris is coming out. So still going for that maybe semi-fast mythic here. I'd love to get Joe and ask him some questions about what he was thinking in this matchup. We do see that Shelty's probably, he's got that that third town center already up. Nice little locust there. That's going to be enough to pick off these farms. Farms cost 200 wood as Atlantean, so getting that locust on there that early is really big. You can see that Shelty doesn't have that much wood in the bank, and he's going to have to send all these villages over onto wood and then deal with that. He does have the resources to advance, and he is going to go through Hyperion, which does give him access to Chaos. So against that fast Mythic, it's going to be perfect because he can use Chaos on the mummy, transform that mummy, and then get free kills there. So we do see that the scouting has come out for Joe. Joe's seen that next gold mine over here. He's moving out. He's seen this one. He knows this one's here. I can only imagine that he's going to be aiming to go for this gold mine. It's closer, but maybe he's going to go, well, if it's closer, this one might be the option. He does have access to shifting sands as well, so he may be able to even shift onto no other gold mine because these gold mines are right in the line of sight of Shelty, I believe. Oh, no, they aren't. He could move over onto this gold mine as well if he scouts that out. I do like that he's moving around with these units, but losing them to tower fire is not something you really want to do. Jump over to Joe's perspective. He's got no gold left in the bank, and he can start trading the resources if he so chooses. Does this Oracle scout enough? No, it's sitting at the back. It does have a line of sight of the settlement, but not of the gold mine. So we're going to have to see what happens here. Shelty's chasing the army of Joe around, which is kind of what you want to do, but you also want to be putting pressure on at the same time. We do see that Hyperion has come through now. Osiris is on its way, going to be hitting that Osiris straight away. They're grabbing this town center. No, you want to build a Migdol stronghold. You need to defend that gold mine. Build a Migdol stronghold, and at least you can then secure it with the Son of Osiris, but you're not going to have the gold to do so at this point, so he's going to be moving forward. We do see that these units are still harassing over here, distracting the army, and we see them moving around in 3 different groups, which I love, really trying to keep Shelty from finding his gold operation. And if he can grab this gold mine, he should have shaft mine at this point. He doesn't have shaft mine. He should be researching that to get as much gold as fast as possible. If he can hold on to this for long enough, he should be able to make a nice, strong comeback. But also Shelty has the option of grabbing this 4th town center and then simply taking it that way. But looking like he's going to be going for that standard fast Mythic or semi-fast Mythic as Oranos. You see Chaos being used on the back line here. Going to be a little bit of an interesting one there. Has to garrison the villagers into his town center and then let his town center pick off these units here, which is not something you generally want to be doing. We do see a Satires out as well. Going to be picking off some of those cavalries, but not really. We do see that these chariot archers are causing a little bit of anguish there, but they should get picked off soon enough. We are seeing that the mummy is going to pick up a unit here as the army's moving in. That Terma are way too strong. They're going to be picking up mummy off straight away. Out of position mummy is not good. We do see that the Son of Osiris is going to be moving in, not being able to cast any of his faithful lightning there. Still a huge army chasing down the other army of Joe there, which is great for Shelty, but also great for Joe. We do see Hecate is coming through. Shelty going to be able to use that Hecate potentially on the back of Joe's base here, or potentially over here on that Migdol stronghold, take out some houses and the monument as well, and then put pressure onto the gold mine. We do see some villagers are moving forward here. I'm not sure what the plan is with these villagers. If we jump over to Joe's perspective, he doesn't have that much gold in the bank, but he could move forward and chuck a Migdol stronghold here and then take control of this location. We do see that there is a little bit of a push here, but there's not really enough army for Joe to be winning this fight at this point. But it feels like he's microing very, very well, and Shelty's not controlling his army too great here. He's managing to pick off units, though. We do see the Son of Osiris is going to be able to pick off that Satar if he can get another shot onto him. So much damage he does. We do see medium Cantarias coming out, and I love that. Cantarias are strong cavalry units there. They can do quite a bit. We do see Migdol stronghold moving forward. Joe is trying to make this happen at this point. These units can move forward and start really putting that pressure onto the Son of Osiris. Nice shifting sands over here, but that's not good for Joe. Joe's going to have to retreat over to this location now because he can actually basically trap this Son of Osiris with the rest of his army. He didn't have anywhere else to shift him. He could have shifted him over. No, that goat's not enough line of sight. We do see the Son of Osiris has been surrounded there, and these villagers are going to get this Migdol stronghold up, but for how long? With all these Cantarias and the Murmillo, that's going to be more than enough to be able to pick off this location. We do see the cavalry are getting spammed, but is it going to be enough? We are seeing the villagers move forward in order to attempt to pick off this palace, but Joe's sitting at 70 population, 2 Shelties, 145 population, plus Hecate. It's going to be way too much. We're seeing some Terma moving forward, and once Hecate comes through, immediately resigning, does not want to see his base taken down. Like It's just too much seeing that Tartarian gate without the economy to deal with it. And Shelty too far ahead. Joe, I liked his strategy. I didn't like his execution of it. Fast Mythics are very, very strong against Oranos. He managed to get that second gold mine. Didn't make the best choices there. Had that third town center just about up as well. Lost his Son of Osiris on this front. When you fast Mythic, timing pushes are so... You can't leave your base until you're confident, essentially. If you've got a build order sorted where you know that at a certain time you can really put the pressure onto your opponent, then sure, move out of your base then. But for me, if I fast Mythic or I go for any sort of fast tech or town center, I'm not sending my units out unless I know my opponent's done something similar, you know? Unless I know that my opponent's military is on the same level as mine or I'm ahead on military. I'm not going to move out, otherwise I'm going to lose my important unit and it's going to be over. So Joe losing that game, Shelty winning it, really nice play there with that Oranos. It's now 3-3, so the next game is that sudden death. Well, next winner of the game will take the crown of the RTS-Sanctuary Christmas Tournament. If you enjoyed this game, please rate, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to see my videos as soon as they come out. My name's Boit, and I'll see you guys next time.